Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to AriesEDC and another edition of TNFNU thoughts and feelings and updates. So it's been kind of a quiet week. Really nothing really came up crazy this week. Nothing was dropped in my lap last second. Nothing really too much to talk about. Okay. All right, I'm sorry, but I couldn't help it. So it's been a really crazy week, actually. Pretty mundane in the beginning, and then all of a sudden it all went crazy really, really fast. So last week, I probably said it in my TNFNU, that Kubi reached out and said that they were done with the Bloom project and were going to send me pictures. Which I thought, cool, I'm going to be able to get these pictures and then I can start talking and sharing it with you guys before they drop the knives on their website. So I could say, here's the blooms, here's the picture, here's the people I'm working with, yada yada. Well, I waited patiently, I never received pictures, and one of you reached out to me on Instagram and was like, hey, I just saw the blooms on Kubi. Congratulations. What? What? So immediately I dropped everything I was doing. Luckily, I was in the middle of kind of transitioning at work and not really involved with anything important. And it all happened really, really fast. I had no idea what was happening. I just want to make it very, very clear that Kubi has been pretty good to work with. I wish I would have had a heads up on the drop, just because I would have been able to help get the word out of when they were dropping to let everybody know when it was happening. But it has been kind of a whirlwind. This is my first time with a production knife, and based on what everybody's told me, you just got to be patient and let things happen. I was originally told 14C28N, and that's the steel. And I'm pretty happy with that steel. I don't have any issues with Kubi's 14C. And then I was told in the beginning G10. And I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. Do you think maybe there could be a micarta version? And come to find out, they did a micarta. Well, two micartas. They did basically it's black burlap micarta, but they call it the rough burlap. And then there's the blue, which those two I'm very happy with. And of course they did Ultim because that is a very popular material right now, which is fine. So we have the black burlap, which you saw in the thumbnail. There's blue and there's Ultim. I'm going to try to put a picture right here of all of them, kind of rustling through. If I don't, then I'm going to look like an idiot sitting here going like this, and I'm not actually able to put them up. But we're going to try it. I'm just going to sit here like this, and maybe the Kubis will be coming out. So they are $80 on the site, and right now, yes, shipping is $35. There are a couple codes that you can use, and I'll try to link them in the description of this video. Also, they will be coming into the States in about 2 to 3 weeks, I was told. So if you're patient, I know White Mountain Knives has confirmed that they will have them, and I'm hoping some other retailers will as well. So I am super excited that AriesEDC Bloom is now in production with Kubi. Kubi has also expressed interest in the Rockhopper and the Thorn. So I haven't heard anything about that, so hopefully we'll see if those two will be in production as well. My goal is by the end of this year, hopefully all three will be in production. So I'm super excited, guys. You have no idea how exciting I am. And based on all the description and the size comparisons, it will be roughly the exact same size as my Bloom. Of course, my Bloom that I make are full custom glued handles and contoured and everything else, where theirs is not. But I think you guys, this is a really cool offering. I really hope to get some in people's hands. Kubi reached out to me and they're going to be sending me one. I went ahead and bought myself one just because I feel like I'll get it faster, just based on things that I've heard. And I am super excited. So I'm going to be having a blue and a black micarta one headed this way here very soon, so I can at least show them off to you guys. I would, in a perfect world, I would have loved to have been able to have one in my hand when they did drop, so I could share it with everybody. So I'm going to be popping into a bunch of live streams, showing off the Bloom if I haven't already. And for those who have already shot out to my name, I know Mattisfactions live with Stevie and Sharif. That was awesome. Thank you guys. You guys were awesome with that live stream, kudoing me and supporting me with this. And thanks to everybody else who's been supporting of this. I know there's been many people. I can't name everybody, but you guys know who you are. Thank you so much for getting the word out about the Bloom coming out. I really think, obviously, it's my favorite out of all of mine. It's just such a useful blade on an everyday basis in the EDC world that I live in, and I hope that it is for a lot of you. I hope it's successful. If it is successful, then that can turn into more things that are going on. And this happened at a crazy week, because this week I am in training at my job, because next week, as I'm filming this, next week I'm dropping down to 3 days a week. And with that, I'm going to be spending more time as support in the office at the place where I live, or work, not live, so that I can get more time with knives. I'm going to be supporting them more as an office role and getting out in the field when I can. But with that being said, I'm training. So I've been in training all week, and then this all dropped in my lap too. So I've had a lot on my plate this week, and a lot of builds this week too. So it's been a hectic week, but man, I am super excited about the Bloom and can't wait for it to come to the States, so that I know the shipping will be a little bit better and people might be prone to purchase one for themselves. So I'm excited about where this goes and what the future holds for me. So thank you guys so much for that. Hopefully you enjoy the look of them from so far. It's been pretty positive, and I just hope it continues to go that way. So thank you so much. Updates. So the Damascus builds are all finished. They are all sitting up here, ready to be put on the Etsy store to go. I have the Crow right here. Came out pretty stinking awesome. The Damascus came out nice. The handle came out very beautiful with the desert ironwood and the turquoise. Just a really classic look, which is what I was going for. Nice full handle, and it's a beautiful knife with the nice two-part sheath. These are going to be dropping very, very soon. I do not have a date for that. I have to get pictures and videos of all of these so that I can get them on the Etsy store and then put them up for sale for you guys. I don't really have a price for all of them yet, but all of that will be coming here in the next couple days as this video drops. So keep in touch, because things are going to be happening with the Damascus builds. And as soon as I finished all the Damascus builds, of course, wouldn't you know it, the March books builds have shown up. So yes, I've gotten all of the March builds. I have a couple of them here in front of me because I've already been working on these. They came back from heat treat. I've already cleaned them up. I've already gotten the blades nice and hand satin, the ones that are supposed to be hand satin, and I've put my maker's mark on all of them. So they all have their maker's mark, and they're all looking pretty fantastic. So we have 3 hawks, 1 spike, 1 pistol, and 1 bush hawk. So all of those are in different stages right now of getting finished. I am going to be trying to get these done as quickly as possible and get them to these people who have waited very patiently for these to get back from Peters. And I had to call and get them worked on, but they're here and they're ready to be finished. So I've already got all of them back. I've already cleaned all of them up, and they're all ready to start handles. There's only the pistol and one of the hawks that is going to have a multi-piece construction, so that's going to take a little bit longer. But the other ones are fairly straightforward, and I'm going to start working on those as soon as possible, and the Friday's live stream as well. So by the time you're seeing this, I may have gotten pretty far into the handles on these as well. And I'm also behind in the build along videos. I'm telling you guys all these updates, and the video for even me getting these in hasn't really been released yet. So you're getting, the timeline is going to be a little thrown off on this, but you guys understand what's going on. So I have those here. I have the Damascus stuff that I'm getting ready to put up for sale. Also, don't forget the 4 collaboration blades that myself and Corey Holly are doing are going to be pretty stinking cool as well. Corey sent me pictures of the blades finished, and they all have a murder grind on them, compound grind. They're all Cardinal XLs. He showed me what he wants to do for his with the handle materials, and I have shown some of you the handle materials that I'm going to be doing for those as well. It will be very bright and glowing, I can tell you that. But you are going to have one Nitro V, one 80 CRV2, one D2 with a very special finish on it, and then one Damascus. So, and all 4 will be hitting the Etsy store as well. So I have a lot of going on. I have 15 blades and 1 package hatchet, which I finished the package hatchet too. So 16 things in total in the works right now, and I'm done with 6 of them. I'm done with the 5 Damascus blades and the 1 package hatchet. I'm done. So now I'm moving on to the 6 books, and then once Corey is done, I'm going to get the 4 for those, and I'm hoping by the end of April I'll have all 15 projects done. I already am I'm close to halfway there, and then we get to do it all over again in May, because May I open up the books again for see what you guys come up with. But this time I'm only going to do 5 spots. I'm only going to do 5 because there is a special project for which I want to start, and maybe I'll get to it at the end of April if I can get everything else done, but that's might be asking too much at this point, but we're gonna get there, I promise. So anyway, this was a quick TNFNU. Again, I thank you guys so much for all your support and everything you do. Please think about grabbing a bloom. Use the code that I'm going to put in the description. It gets you 20% off, and it drops the price down to just about $100 for the bloom shipped, which isn't bad. It goes, any of that is just going to be supporting the channel, supporting me moving forward with all the things that I'm doing, including new materials, new supplies, new all kinds of stuff. Because there's a lot of things that I have planned this year, and now that I am going down to 3 days, I might have an extra time to do it. I'm going to have to play with this schedule a little bit to see how it's all going to work, but I have high hopes that I'm going to be able to put out more blades for you guys to enjoy. So that's what I got for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please remember, subscribe, like, leave a comment, or not. Again, the choice is always yours.